The story of All Saints' Day. All Saints' Day, celebrated on November 1st, is a feast honoring all saints, known and unknown, who have reached heaven. The origins of All Saints' Day can be traced back to the early 4th century when Christians began honoring martyrs, those who sacrificed their lives for their faith, in special remembrance. As Christianity spread, communities commemorated not only martyrs but also the many others who lived holy lives and inspired people toward goodness, kindness, and faith. In the early Church, the tradition began by honoring saints individually. As more people were recognized for their holiness, however, it became difficult to dedicate a specific day to each. In 609 AD, Pope Boniface IV consecrated the Pantheon in Rome to the Virgin Mary and all Christian martyrs, establishing a feast in their honor on May 13th. This early version of All Saints' Day was eventually moved to November 1st by Pope Gregory III in the 8th century when he dedicated a chapel in St. Peter's Basilica to All Saints. In 837 AD, Pope Gregory IV extended the feast to the entire Church, honoring not only martyrs but all saints in heaven. All Saints' Day honors both the great saints canonized by the Church and the countless holy men and women whose lives may never have been publicly recognized. It celebrates saints like Saint Francis of Assisi, Saint Teresa of Avila, Saint John Paul II, and also unknown saints who may have lived ordinary lives but displayed extraordinary faith, love, and sacrifice. These are people who inspire us through their courage, kindness, or commitment to God, reminding us of our own call to holiness. The Feast of All Saints is a reminder of the communion of saints, a belief in the unity of all Christians, both those on earth and those in heaven. The communion of saints is a spiritual bond that connects people across time and place in mutual prayer and support. All Saints' Day serves as a moment to remember that these saints pray for and guide those still journeying on earth, serving as spiritual friends and inspirations. All Saints' Day is observed worldwide, often followed by All Souls' Day on November 2nd, a day dedicated to praying for the deceased who may still be in purgatory. Traditions vary across cultures. In Mexico, this period is celebrated as Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, when families gather to remember their loved ones with altars, offerings, and joyful celebrations. In many European countries, families visit graves, bringing flowers and candles to honor their ancestors and reflect on the lives of the saints. All Saints' Day reminds us that holiness is accessible to everyone. The feast celebrates ordinary people who live their faith with dedication and love. It's a day to reflect on how the saints inspire us to grow in kindness, patience, and selflessness. Each saint is a reminder that God works in every person, calling us to love, serve, and find joy in following His path. As people around the world light candles, visit cemeteries, and gather in prayer, All Saints' Day remains a reminder that all are called to be saints and that the saints, in turn, watch over, inspire, and pray for us every day.